Hello and welcome back to the Chem League here in Super Mega Baseball 4. This is Scootsy16 here. I'm excited to see all of you. Back for another video, and today is opening day for the Outlaws. We have worked through the shuffle draft. We have our team ready to go. We're feeling pretty confident. I think everybody is on opening day, but we are ready to kick off a brand new franchise for the Outlaws, and we will be facing off against the Sewer Sneaks in game one of this 16 game season. I cannot wait for this. I'm already getting really antsy about this. I already set the lineup a while back in the first video, so we're going to jump into this game right away. Just to give you a quick rundown of the team and where we're at. We have Dalton Shishin. God, what a name. We're going to have to say that over and over again. Dalton here is our leadoff man, our center fielder, followed by Braden Scarelli. He's going to be our right fielder today. Justice Colon, the captain, at first base in the 3 spot, followed by Rock Quintana at second base in the 4 hole. Jerry Love will be DHing today in the 5 spot, followed by Giovanni Mays, our catcher. Glass Snyder is going to be playing third base today in the 7 spot, and then Fernanda Branch will be playing her secondary position of shortstop in the 8 hole. And then to round us out, we have Musty Donovan. The right fielder will be playing in left field today, his secondary position. For pitching for us is our ace, Rory Bowen. Rory is 21 years old. He's a lefty. He's got 4 pitches, a fastball, a curve, a slider, and a changeup. He's known for his accuracy. He has solid junk and average velocity. We will be facing off against the Sewer Sneaks in this one, so taking a quick look at their lineup. They will be leading off with Lorelei Von Crum, their shortstop, followed by Loki Holkhorn, their DH today. We have Franklin Pennington, their catcher, is going to be in the 3 spot. It looks like they have maxed out discipline traits as well. And high pitch as well as off-speed hitter does not bode well for our pitching staff. Hardcore Gaines is going to be in right field and in the 4 spot today. Fabian Bale playing second base in the 5 hole, followed by Terrence Sparks, third baseman. Turtle Neal will be playing left field in the 7 spot in the lineup. Vic Cantu in the 8 spot playing first base. And then Marissa Gibbs will be playing center field and will be in the 9 hole. Their starting pitcher is Ramon Burr. He is also a left-handed pitcher. He does have 5 pitches, 2 fastballs, 3 off-speed pitches. He's known for his velocity, which is essentially elite. He has poor junk, and he has above-average accuracy. So we'll see if he can give us a run for our money, but it's time for us to jump into this one. I hope you're ready for opening day. I, again, cannot wait to see what this game holds. It is a 6-inning game, as a reminder, and we will be playing at Sakura Hills, the home of the Sewer Sneaks. This 6-inning game is just, again, an intended way for me to try and get through these games in an efficient manner and not have these videos last too long. So I hope you understand that I have shortened the length just for convenience, but it should not dilute the quality of what we're going to be experiencing here today. We get to lead things off with Dalton Babshishin. He's our first at-bat of the season and the franchise. Dalton takes ball 1 high to lead things off. Takes a strike, 100 miles an hour already, and pulls 1 foul into the stands. Down 1-2 now. Takes ball 2 outside. Did not get any of the plate there. And takes ball 3 high, so works the count full. And takes ball 4. Dalton Babshishin gets a walk in his first plate appearance, and the first plate appearance for the Outlaws in the franchise history. Now here comes Braden Scarelli. Not the best hitter, but he pulls that one down the line just past the third base bag, and it looks like Dalton is going to have to stop at second base. We did see base rounder activate for Dalton, or I mean for Braden Scarelli, but he had to hold up on that one. And here comes the captain, Justice Cologne. She has Ace Exterminator activated here, so her power is through the roof. 0-2 here. She's taken 2 strikes. Swings at that one, and it's going to ground to Von Crum at short. And it is a double play. They're able to go 6-4-3 for the double play on that one. And the runner advances to third, but 2 outs here. And Ramon Burr has got himself out outside of his jam that he started off with. Rock Quintana does have a maximum off-speed hitter here, so he will be looking for an opportunity, and he grounds out to Vic Cantu for out number 3. So a walk followed by a base hit, but nothing comes of it as our 3-4 hitters ground into a double play and then ground out to first. So Lorelei Von Crum comes up for the Sewer Sneaks. She has maxed out base rounder. She has tier 2 sign stealer, so she's going to try and see if she can pick up one of these pitches and try and take advantage of that trait. 1-2 count. Oh no, and right out of the gate, Justice Cologne comes in, but our pitcher has been blasted in the face on the, oh my God, the first at-bat of the franchise. And Rory Bowen, what a trooper. He has a body contusion. He got blasted right in the chest. He wasn't moving for a while, but he shook off the trainers, and he's back out on the mound. So you got to give him credit for that. And he gets a strikeout in the second at bat of the game here. So wow, what a turn of events this is already. So Rory Bowen gonna have to gut this one out, and it's not gonna look good for Pennington, but he gets the ground out branch to Quintana over to Cologne, and that's out number 3. So he gets hit in the chest, but he fights through it. Oh my goodness, what an inning that was. And just like that, we find ourselves with a tie ball game after 1. Jerry Love coming up. He has maxed out fastball hitter. He's going to look for one of those pitches, and he does get it. It was an off-speed pitch, but he grounds it slowly up the middle, and it works its way into center field, but that's a leadoff base hit for the Outlaws. Giovanni Mays comes up, the catcher. He's maybe thinking about doing something to try and help out his pitcher after what happened in the top of the inning. A great hitting catcher, one of the better ones in the league. So we'll see what he can do this year and for this franchise. And Ramon Burr is trying to figure out what he can do. He's got 2-2 count here, and he gets him chasing. He pulled the string, and that one stayed outside, but he managed to swing right through that. So that's out number 1 with a runner on first base. Not much speed over there. Great arm behind the plate, too. So I don't expect any of our players to be running on this catcher today. Glash Snyder has maxed out outside pitch, but he swings at an inside pitch, and that ball is going foul, and it looks like it's going to stay just in play for Turtle Neal to catch that one right up against the wall and on the left field foul line. And we get to Fernando Branch with 2 outs and a runner on first base, so a leadoff single, and he's currently stuck there at first base. Pulls that one foul. Man, that barbed wire looks so cool. Takes ball 1. Just marveling at the at the design that I put together. Love that logo. And that ball's popped foul down the right field line, and it is just out of play, just foul. First baseman could not get to it in time. She's battling for this one. 2-2 count, 2 outs. And she hits that ball, and it gets past the diving second baseman. Runner's going to third. And Marissa Gibbs gets it in quickly. Great fielder there in center field. But we now have first and third with Musty Donovan, the 9-hitter. He does have power versus lefties activated here, but it's so negligible with that being tier 1. He dribbles that one to the first baseman. Cantu gets it and picks it up and walks over to first, ending the rally. So we get 2 more hits in this inning, but still nothing coming across the plate, and the Sewer Sneaks are trying to find a way to get to Rory Bowen here. You see Harcourt Gaines has two traits, one being pitch perfect, which won't activate when he's starting, and then RBI hero, which only activates with a runner on second and third. So none of these traits are currently active. Rory is struggling through this, and he makes a mistake there, and that ball is gone. Right when he hit it, we knew, and that is the first run of the franchise for the Sewer Sneaks, and that is a 443-foot blast to left center field for the Sewer Sneaks. Rory Bowen, I don't know how much longer he can stay out there with his current condition, and they pull him for Jacoby Maddox. So the captain of the pitching staff is coming in here. Hopefully he can hold down the fort for a few innings here. Max out off-speed hitter here for Fabian Bale. 3-0 count for Jacoby, so he has come in and he's cold. He didn't get much time to warm up before he came in, and so he walks the first batter he faces on 4 pitches, and now here comes Terrence Sparks, another pinch perfect starter here. Also has clutch at tier 2, which it doesn't activate until that pressure gets higher. So 2 strikes here. K Collector does activate for Maddox. Takes ball 1 outside, trying to get him to chase here. He chases that one inside, but he just makes contact. And that ball, Fabian Branch gets it, tosses to Quintana, over to first. Colon catches that for out number 2. Nice double play there to slow things down for Jacoby Maddox. And now Turtle Neal, the left fielder, comes up with his fastball hitter trait, and he swings at that fastball. He sends it up the middle, and Babshishin gets it in quickly to save it, or to make it a single, and just a single. But with 2 outs, there's a runner on first base here for Vic Cantu, their 8 hitter, who has Big Hack and Ace Exterminator, but neither, or both are at minimum buffs right now, and neither are activated. So we'll see how that plays out. K Collector activates here with 2 outs, 2 strikes. And he dribbles that one off the end of the bat. Nice play from Snyder to get it over to Cologne for out number 3. So 1 run on a huge mistake from Rory Bowen, the starter for us, and he gets pulled. Jacoby Maddox is able to work things out and get out of the inning. So we get to the top of our lineup once again. Dalton Babshishin does take a walk in his first at-bat. We'll see what he does here, or his first plate appearance, excuse me. And he fouls that one off, and he's down 1-2 in the count. And he hits that ball hard. It's going to get past Cantu at first base. Harcourt Gaines tosses it in, but that's a base hit to lead off this inning, which is the 3rd consecutive inning we've had the first runner get on base, and we need to get something working here, especially as we're already down 1 halfway through the game. Ramon Burr doing pretty well, all things considered. He's given up 4 hits and a walk, but he has not allowed a single run. 3-1 count here, so Scarelli's got to be looking for something, and he does. He gets it, and he puts that into left field, so 2 runners now on base with no outs, and here comes the captain, Justice Colon, with once again Ace Exterminator activated here, so you hope to see that play a factor here. It did not the first at-bat as she grounded into a double play, and she takes a high strike there at the top of the zone, and she hits that ball, and Cantu makes a nice play. It was just above his eye line, but he was able to get his glove on it and catch it for the line out for out number 1. Both runners did return safely to their bases, so still 2 on, 1 out. Hard hit, off-speed hit there from the second baseman, and it's going to fly out to the warning track for out number 2. So false alarm there. He just misses that one. And now here comes Jerry Love, who had a single in his first at-bat. Great contact here. He does have fastball hitter maxed out, so he's looking for that pitch again. It gets the off-speed pitch, and it's going to get down just in front of the left fielder, who slides for it and completely misses it. And now 2 runners score, and it looks like Glass is going to have to, or Jerry is going to have to stay at second base. But what happened there? He slid way early trying to make the catch. He was all on his own. The ball gets all the way back to the wall, and 2 runs score on that double from Jerry Love. to take the lead for the Outlaws against the Sewer Sneaks. What a play that was. Super weird to see that happen. And here comes Giovanni Mays. He takes ball 3 outside, 3-1 count with 2 outs here. Takes ball 4, so Giovanni Mays is on with 2 outs for Glass Snyder. He's looking for an outside pitch. He popped foul in his first at-bat on an inside pitch he swung at. Takes ball 1 inside. No speed on the base paths here. Pops that one foul, and it does get out of play off the screen. 50th pitch here for Burr. And there was an off-speed pitch that fell right into the zone. Takes ball 2 inside, just misses. 2-2, 2 outs. Fouls that one off. 2 on, 2 outs. And pulls that one, but it just goes foul past the third baseline. And that ball is going to get up the middle. Nice play from Snyder there. The runner is coming home. Not much speed. Whoo, what a play that was. And the runner gets in just before the tag. Great throw from the center fielder. But another run comes across, and that's 3. And that's the end of the day for Ramon Burr. Here comes Dane Rollins, starting with gets ahead. And she swings at the first pitch, grounds out to Rollins to end the inning. So 3 runs come across. They don't call that an error on the left fielder, which was a really bizarre play for him. And so we do take the lead. Jacoby Maddox is still out on the mound. Marissa Gibbs comes up for her first at-bat. 2-0 count here, so Jacoby is having a tough time finding the plate. And nice play from Quintana. Makes the leaping grab at the edge of the grass for out number 1. And we wrap back around to the top of the order. Lorelei Von Crum comes up. She got a base hit in her first at-bat. Swings through that pitch. Pops up. Shallow left field. Branch calls off everybody else, and she catches that for out number 2. Now here comes Loki Holcorn. What a weird-looking dude that is. He's a DH today. He's 0 for 1. Good power, so we definitely have to be careful about where we put the ball. Ball 2 there. That one's low. Strike on the outside corner. Hits that ball hard to dead center field. Ranging back is Babshishin. That ball's way out of here. Dead center field. We just talked about being careful about location. And Holcorn gets all of that one. 443, dead center. Solo shot. The Outlaws still have the lead, but only 1 right now. And now they're facing the most threatening hitter of the Sewer Sneaks, and that is Franklin Pennington. Now, this is one of those situations where the batting attributes are not as impressive as what the traits can do, especially maxed out right now. Anything high or off speed, and and they worked around him there. 4 pitches, and that's the second walk for the day for Jacoby Maddox. So, not sure what his strategy has been, or if he's just kind of getting those first day jitters. He's at pitch 27 here, and he throws another ball. He's starting to get a little tired. 1-1 count with 2 outs. Slow speed at first base. Ball 2 low at the bottom of the zone. That one falls into the zone. That's 2-2 with 2 outs, and K Collector activates. And that ball is looped into right field, and Scarelli ranges in quickly, getting that to end the inning. But another runner scores on a big home run from Loki Holcorn, the DH, and it looks like we're going to need more than 3 if we're going to make it out of this one with the victory. So here comes Musty Donovan. Takes strike 1 low. He was he's still looking for his first hit of the franchise. And oh my gosh, nice play from Fabian Bale. Diving up the middle, he gets up in time and is able to toss it to first for out number 1. Babshishin has reached base safely in both of his plate appearances. A walk and a single. He takes strike 1. Dane Rollins does not have much velocity or junk, but he does have great accuracy, and he found it there. Takes ball 2 low, now 2-2. And that one was falling into the zone, had to play defense there. And pulls that one foul, still 2-2. Another foul there, one going oppo. And that ball is going to get through the middle. It hit too hard for Bale to try and get his glove on it, and that's a base hit up the middle for his third time reaching base and his second single of the game. Braden Scarelli comes up. He's 2 for 2 today as well. One out. And hit hard to right center field. Scarelli, it looks like it's going to hang up right at the warning track, and Gibbs gets to it. Her speed is way too such a good defender out there in center field. She got to that one very quickly, and that's out number 2. Now Justice Cologne comes up. The captain is tense already, having a tough day, a line out and a double play, and she's looking to find a way to get on base for the first time. She has to kind of fight herself here. She swings through strike 2. 1-2 count. And she makes contact there. The ball bounces off the glove of the shortstop. And with her great speed, she's able to reach first base. So it's an infield single. I don't know if they'll call that an error or not. We'll have to look in the middle of the next inning. But 2 on now with 2 outs. And Rock Quintana come up looking for an off-speed pitch. There's 2 to work with for Dane Rollins. There it is, but he hits that one foul. It's 0-2 now. And hits that ball, but it grounds straight to Cantu over at first base, and that's out number 3. So they do not call that an error. That is a hit. So Cologne gets her first hit of the franchise in her career. And now Fabian Bale comes up. He had a really great play in the last inning. Jacoby Maddox comes out. Ford Richardson comes in. He has an elite 4-seam. He also has a changeup and a curveball. Decent accuracy, good junk. That ball goes foul down the right field line. 1-1 count here. And hits that ball hard. That was an off-speed pitch. It's going to get right off the wall. Babshishin plays it perfectly, but it is going to be a double for, I believe that was Bale, right? Fabian Bale. And now they have something cooking here. The Sewer Sneaks have a runner on second with no outs. In the bottom of the 4th here, Terrence Sparks comes up and Clutch starts to activate. And so he's starting to see his attributes go up. He's 0 for 1 today. 3-0 count starting off this at-bat. He takes strike 1. Takes strike 2 at the bottom of the zone. So working his way back, and that ball grounds to Quintana, over to Cologne for out number 1. The runner does advance to third, so it's a tying run on third base right now for Turtle Neal. And he will be looking for that elite 4-seam. He knows he likes to throw it. That's an off-speed pitch, the changeup. Another change. So they're trying to avoid the fastball. And that was an off-speed pitch as well. The curveball dropped in. Babshishin catches that, tosses it in. They're not going to have a play at home at all, even though Cannon Arm does activate for Branch. Good effort on her part. But a run comes across here, and the Sewer Sneaks do tie it up here in the bottom of the 4th. Vic Cantu coming up now and pulls that one, and it just goes foul down the right field line. That could have been dangerous. Ball 1 high. That one sailed on him. That one drops into the zone. Nice play from Snyder at third base, and they get out of the inning, but another run scores. They're whittling away here, and so the Outlaws need to do some more damage in order to win this one. And they're starting things off the right way with Jerry Love, who had a weird play in left field last time. Nice hit, but got all the way to the wall for a double. And that one just whizzes right past the face of Rollins on the mound. And that's another hit for Jerry Love, excuse me. Still getting used to these names. Giovanni Mays comes up, high max pressure right now. And he took a walk his last time up. And he takes strike 1 there. Rollins is getting a little tired. He does get him to chase on that pitch. And he gets bat on it, but just barely. And that's going to pop up lazily behind third base for Sparks, catching that for out number 1. Out number 2? Out number 1. Glass Snyder looking for another outside pitch to get a hold of here. He takes strike 1 that drops into the zone. Ball 1 low. And swings at that one, but pops it foul behind him. 1-2 count here with 1 out. And fights another pitch off. He's been making good contact today. And he grounds that one to Fabian Bale, who turns to second base and is not able to get the play at third, or at first, and that's going to be a fielder's choice. So the runner gets out at second, but the batter gets to make it to first. They just trade places. There's 2 outs now. Ball 1 at the bottom of the zone. Oh my goodness. Fernanda Branch. Oh my God. She absolutely obliterated that one. She knew exactly what was coming. She sent that back center field 468, her first home run of her career, and it is a 2-run homer in the top of the 5th. This is a big moment for the Outlaws. And now we just have to see if we can add to it and then hold that lead. And that's it for Dane Rollins. He comes out now, and Zeke Alvarez comes in to replace him. He throws that elite changeup for a strike, followed by a ball. And I believe that's is that a slider? His curveball. And swings through strike 3. Donovan goes down swinging, but 2 runs on Fernanda Branch, the secondary shortstop today. She comes up huge at the bottom of the order with a 2-run homer, and the Outlaws take the lead 5-3. So the Sewer Sneaks trying to sneak their way back into this one, starting with Marissa Gibbs, the center fielder, their 9-hitter. Ford Richardson gets the strike there, 1-2 count, and a dribbler off the end of the bat. Quintana over to Colon for out number 1. Nice to get that speed off the bases. Lorelei Von Crum, the shortstop leading off today, 1 for 2 with a single. She takes strike 1, that drops right into the zone. Takes strike 2 as well, and she gets a hold of that one, but it's gonna die out there in right field, and Scarelli gets to that for out number 2. Loki Holcorn, huge home run, his last at bat, 1 for 2 with a home run right back to center field, but he hits that one off the end of the bat, and Cologne gets that easily for out number 3. So big recovery from the Outlaws pitching staff, and Ford Richardson comes up big there with a 1-2-3 inning. And now we get to the top of the 6th, the last inning here. Dalton Babshishin, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. Grounds that one, and he's down 0-2 already. Alvarez throws him a ball in the dirt, and he makes just enough contact to stay alive. And grounds that one foul. It's going to stay foul down the third baseline. Just dribbled down the line there. And he gets fooled and takes strike 3. Babshishin goes down looking, and Alvarez with the strikeout now has to face off against Braden Scarelli. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Takes strike 1 inside on that elite change. Curveball pulls foul. Tough out does activate here. His first time today that he's seeing that tough activate, and he pops one foul and then swings through a rising strike for out number 2. So Alvarez is coming in and just kind of knocking the walls down of this Outlaws offense. Cologne comes up. She got the infield single in her last at bat. Pops that one foul, 1-1, 2 outs. Hits another one foul. And she pulls that one right to Cantu at first for out number 3. So they go down in order 1, 2, 3, but now we have to try and do the same here as we have a 2-run lead, not a great cushion, and we go through the 3, 4, 5 hitters. So the Sewer Sneaks trying to battle back, the Outlaws trying to hold down the fort. Ford Richardson has to be very careful here. And he hits that ball right back up the middle on the first pitch. It gets by Babshishin up the middle, and that's going to be a double for Pennington, the catcher. And he made a mistake pitch, and luckily he did not get any height on that swing. Hardcourt Gaines comes up. Now RBI Hero is activated, so we opt to pull the pitcher, and now here comes Crisp Lopside. My gosh, some of these names. He does have an elite curve. He shows it off there, and he swings through it for strike 2. And he chases it in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. Tosses it over to first for out number 1. So that's a big moment there, getting the RBI hero out. Now here comes Fabian Bale, who hit a double and walked. So he's 1 for 1 today with 2 plate appearances. And he's locked in here, so he has to be very careful once again against him. 1-1, 1 out, runner on second. And an elite curveball there. He pulls it foul. Has to be careful about where he puts this one. And he gets him to chase again. That is a nasty curve that he's just dropping out of the zone. And it's great that we have a good catcher behind the plate, because that is the second strikeout that has dove right into the dirt. All right, so reverse splits activates here. Again, it's tier 1, so it's negligible, but it does help to dampen the impact of clutch from Terrace Sparks. And 3-0 count here. Take strike 1, 3-1, 2 outs. Chris Blopside trying to get the save here, and he walks him. I think that's kind of okay with a 3-1 count there. Be careful. Here comes Turtle Neal with runners on first and second, so the winning run is now at the plate. Turtle Neal looking for a fastball. He gets it there, but pulls it foul. He's way ahead of it. It's that slow velocity from Lopside. He swings at that one and pushes it foul, and he gets the strikeout on a fastball at the top of the zone, and the Outlaws win. The Outlaws win on opening day. Game 1 of the franchise is a resounding victory against the Sewer Sneaks, 5-3. And we had our starting pitcher go down in the second inning. He got hit in the first, but he fought through the first, and he ends up getting pulled in the second inning. So what a battle this was from the bullpen of the Outlaws. 5-3 is the game. Taking a look at the lineups here. 2 for 3 is Bab Shishin. He also walked and scored a run. Scarelli 2 for 4 with a run scored. Cologne 1 for 4. The captain did not have a great day. Neither did Quintana, our second baseman. He was 0 for 3. Jerry Glove, though, glad we signed him. 3 for 3, run scored, and 2 RBIs. Really weird play there in left field. We'd have to go back to figure out what happened there. Mays 0 for 2. She did walk. He did walk. Oh, yeah, that's the Giovanni Mays, the catcher. 1 for 3 is Snyder with a run scored and an RBI. And then the big two-run homer for Fernanda Branch, the shortstop, 2 for 3 today. Big day for her. And then Donovan 0 for 3 at the bottom of the order. That's okay. That's not what we were signing him for. For the Sewer Sneaks, we did see a huge home run from Holcorn as well as from Gaines. That pretty much being most of the runs scored. There was a RBI hit from Neal, I believe in that third inning, or that fourth inning, excuse me. So not much for offense from the Sewer Sneaks, but it was a great game for the Outlaws. Bowen did get through 1 inning. He did give up a solo home run, 2 hits and a strikeout there. Tough day for him. Maddox came in, and he was not himself. 2 innings pitched, but he gave up a home run, a solo shot, 2 walks, and 2 hits. Richardson came in, pitched pretty well. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, and an earned run. And then Lopside gets the save, 1 inning, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. So great day for him. On the Sewer Sneak side, Burr came in. Their ace went 2 2/3 innings. He did not have a good day. 7 hits, 2 walks, and 3 earned runs. He struck out only 1. Rollins gets the loss here. 2 innings for him, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and he gave up a home run to Branch. And then Alvarez 1 1/3 inning. He did strike out 3, so he had a great outing himself, and he kind of stopped the bleeding for the Sewer Sneaks, but the offense just could not catch up at that point. Jerry Love gets your number 1 player of the game, 3 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs, followed by Fernanda Branch for her 2-run homer, and then Harcourt Gaines with his home run is the 3 spot for the Sneaks. So that's opening day, everyone. The Chemlock Challenge has begun, and it is starting off pretty exciting. That was a fun game to watch, and right out of the gate, we have to take a look at somebody who needs a loyalty drop, and I hate these manager moments, but I'm going to have to deal with them. Taking a look at the team, Glass, what was it? Rock Quintana or Justice Cologne. Well, I can't. She's our captain, and we need her to have the highest loyalty possible. So we're going to have to take the hit with Rock Quintana, our second baseman, unfortunately. Anything else? Yep, there's another one. All right, so who shined in today's game, Jerry Love or Fernanda Branch? I'm going to quickly check and see the ages here. Love is 34, Branch is 20. So I think just off of age alone, I think we give it to Fernanda Branch here. Also, that two-run homer was the tiebreaker. So I'll give her the boost there. Although Jerry Love did deserve a loyalty boost there as well. All right, so that was pretty exciting. What a fun game. We're going to go ahead and take a look and see what we have for development opportunities, see what we potentially can do, as we do have quite a surplus here. We'll also take a look at signing in players because I'll show you what's available. It's pretty much nothing. So Jerry Love has a chance to lose fastball hitter. We're going to pass there. Glass Snyder has a chance for development. He's 36. I don't think that is worth it. And then there is a chance for Emmeline Merritt to gain a Wild Thing. I don't think that's a good idea. Lastly, Maurice Matthews, our last pitcher in the rotation, has a chance for some velocity. So let's take a look. So Giovanni Mays, chance to gain RBI 0. We're going to pass. Crisp Lopside, a chance for more junk and a little bit of fielding at the loss of his velocity. I think that's worth doing. More velocity for Maurice Matthews. I might consider it. I don't know if I want to pay and trying to develop him a little bit. He's 27 and a C-rated starter. I might just look to replace him. We're not doing this for Jerry. We're not doing this for Glass. And we're not going to do this for Emmeline Merritt. I guess, what is this? 3 fielding and 1 contact and plus 2 fielding, a chance for secondary position to get lost. I don't think I need to worry about that. I might pay for it. I mean, we just kind of want to be as successful as possible, as quickly as possible, right? So let's start with this one for Crisp Lopside. He's get more junk, he gets more fielding, and he loses 2 velocity, but he has a chance for more junk. And he gets it, so +8 on this one. So up to 56 junk. That's really going to help out that elite curveball there. So we love to see that from the 19-year-old. Maurice Matthews, I don't know if I think that this is worth it or not. +2 velocity with a chance for more. I don't think it's worth developing him. I have come around on this. I think I am going to do this development for Glass Snyder. Outside pitch is a valuable trait, so I want to try and keep him around as long as we can. Does he get it? No, he does not get the extra 2 fielding. Does he lose his position? No, he does not either. So +3 fielding, +1 contact, and +7 loyalty for Glass Snyder. We'll take it. Sounds good to me. All right. So that's it for that. And just to quickly peek at the free agent pool right now, there's a B, which is a catcher, and then a closer, and then there is a B-, which is a first baseman, and that's literally it. So to give you a quick peek, I did go through this and I starred a few players, pretty much just players that I would consider, not necessarily meaning that I'd replace somebody on my team. Pretend South here, if we bring her in, would have maxed out pitch perfect, and she would have first pitch slayer. So on her first pitch of a pinch hit at bat, she would get +34 power and +39 contact. That puts her at 69 contact and 72 power, which is kind of crazy. So I actually might bring her in. She's cheap, but I'd have to see who we would replace her with. She's also super fast, so this might be worth doing as a bench option. In addition to her, I looked at Charles Rangel. He's 19 and he has off-speed hitter. That's a trait we want to focus on, so I thought about bringing him in. Emmy Williamson has high pitch, and that's pretty much the only reason I'm looking at her. Let's see what else we got. Lillian Fowler, she's decent as a player, and she's 22, so that could be a replacement for Alfredo Levine, who's 30, and just as a defensive option. So we could definitely take a look at that. The big problem there is that... Oh, wait, never mind. I thought she was only a left fielder. So we might bring her in at some point. She's definitely got to get down in price before we consider it. Two starters that I looked at are Edgar Lang, who isn't anything special. He'd be spirited. And then Vincent Moon, who I'm only starring because he's a C plus. So these two C plus starters are the only options really to consider for the rotation. And then we have two relief pitchers, Ian McGee, who's a long relief pitcher, which is something I'd consider just to lengthen our bullpen a little bit, and he's got good accuracy. And then Poppy Bruno has an elite four seam, and he's got good accuracy with that decent velocity. So, thought about those two options. There's really nobody else. So, we won't be seeing any roster moves anytime soon, but the team starting off pretty well. And with that win, we are in second place. We're tied for first. We lose the run differential tiebreaker to the Pythons right now. But great start for us. And what a fun way to kick things off. I hope you enjoyed that game. I hope you don't mind the 6 inning games again. Just trying to make things a little bit shorter so we can get in and get out of these videos at a reasonable time. So let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already, and save this playlist so that you can come back to watch these videos anytime. But thank you again. We'll talk to you all next time. Bye, everyone.